The answers are 8, 4, and 16. Nice work if you got those three correct. Now we haven't seen something like this third one before, so don't worry if it gave you trouble. For the first one, I'm going to have power divided by root. So 64 to the 1 for my power, and I take a square root since the denominator is a 2. So here I really have the square root of 64, which we know is 8. And if I think about rewriting this, I can see all the intermediate steps we can take to get there. We rewrite 64 as 8 squared, and now since we have a square root and a square, we can use power divided by root. We have 8 to the 2 divided by 2, which is really just 8 to the 1, or 8. Now, these steps here are not necessary in order to get to our final answer. If we understand that the square root of 64 is 8, that's great. I just want to reinforce that we can use our same idea of power divided by root to simplify. We use similar reasoning for the second problem. We know that we have power divided by root, so 64 to the 1 for our power, and then 3 for our root, a cube root. We know the cube root of 64 is 4, and we can rewrite 64 as 4 cubed and use power divided by root to simplify. Again, this part isn't necessary if we know the cube root of 64 is 4. This is one of the ones on our list of perfect cubes. For this third one, we're going to have the cube root of 64 squared. This is our power of 2, and this is our root of 3. We know the cube root of 64 is simply 4, so we're going to have 4 squared. This gives us a final result of 16. Now, you might have done this problem differently. You might have squared the 64 first. We could have also written our power inside of the radical first and then taken the cube root. If we square 64, we'll get 4096. And it turns out that the cube root of 4096 is still 16. So in terms of doing a root first or an exponent first, it doesn't matter. Usually it's easiest to take the root first since we can get a smaller number here and then square it. This is much harder since I wouldn't really know the cube root of 4096 off the top of my head. And in fact, I definitely don't.